Hi everybody and welcome back to another edition of CYT-Crypto. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we're doing a special and this is one of the 10-minute spotlights, and today I'm going to be doing a 10-minute spotlight on Chromia. This is a project I've really liked and I got to know about it on Twitter. There's a lot of people talking about it on Twitter, so I thought I'd check it out. And it hits my kind of hidden gems kind of criteria. It's under 5 million market capitalization. It's got product, it's bringing in money, it's got a great team. So it really kind of got me quite excited when I found out all that, and then seeing it was only still about 3 million market capitalization. So here is my 10-minute spotlight on Chromia. Okay, so first we'll have to ask what Chromia is. Now, Chromia has a long history. It's kind of going back to 2012 with the team, but Chromia, the product, has really recently only came out last year. We're talking about May 2019 when it had its IEO on KuCoin. But what it is, it's a relational blockchain platform that you can build dApps on much easier, much quicker, using a language that developers know and love already. So it's using a different language. Usually if you're building on Ethereum, you have to learn a new language called Solidity. But now with Chromia, Chromia have developed their own language as well. However, it's very similar to SQL, and you can use that language, REL it's called, relational language, and you can use that to build a dApp upon. And because it's so much more compact than Solidity and it's so much like SQL as well, it's going to be much easier to learn, much quicker to learn as well. And there's going to be much less mistakes on it because of the compactness of the coding itself. So if you don't know anything about that, I'll put a link down below it. And for example, if you're using the likes of Cosmos language, if you're using that, for 37 lines of code in Cosmos, you could do the same thing in REL, which is a relational language, with 4 lines of code. So it's much more compact, which means it's much quicker to deploy. It means it's much quicker to load, which means you can get more information. And there's less mistakes made in the coding as well, and it's easy to fault find. Now, is it going to be deployable on Ethereum? No, it's not. It's going to be separate from Ethereum. So you might think, why would they need another kind of blockchain like this when you've got Ethereum, you've got EOS, you've got Tron, you've got others out there as well? Why do we need another one to build dApps on? Because they are different, because they solve the scalability issue as well. So right now, you know with Ethereum, and they are changing it, we know with Ethereum just now, they have got a throughput of 15 transactions per second. Sometimes that's all you need, but other times you need it much more than that as well. So this is what Chromia hopes to solve with their sidechains. So they've come up with something called Postchain, which is a new type of blockchain built around the principles of relational database. A transaction on a relational blockchain achieves the goal of absolute integrity where there's only one source of truth. So on Postchain, a transaction is executed or it fails. There's no mixed state, halfway house. The database is instantly updated after a transaction to ensure consistency. And if the service is interrupted, committed transactions will still go through. So for flexibility, reliability, scalability, and performance, relational blockchain is a significant improvement on the key value pair blockchain system. And it's hard to believe an advancement made 50 years ago can be used to improve something as cutting edge as blockchain, but that's how progress works. So with Postchain, they use sidechains to link multiple blockchain networks together, creating a network of networks. So a sidechain is a separate blockchain which is attached to a parent via a two-way peg, and it allows for simple parent verification, and this usually means that a sidechain commits a proof or hash of its complete data into the parent chain, meaning the data on the parent chain can be used to verify the integrity of the sidechain. So this is what Postchain is all about. So it's a new blockchain, a new type of blockchain that they're going to be using, which means the scalability issue is going to be solved. So this is what Chromia is all about. So it's easier to scale your dApps. So instead of having just a lot of the dApps only have a couple of thousand users on them just now. But if we think about it from a viewpoint, just imagine Facebook was a dApp. You wouldn't be able to have 1.5 at the moment. The way it works just now on Ethereum or EOS or Tron or anywhere else, you wouldn't be able to have 1.5 billion users. With Chromia, what they're saying is you would be able to have that on a relational blockchain. And this is what it's all about. It's about scalability, and it's using something called sidechains to do this, and Postchain as well, which is going to be the main platform for it. And they've got details, they've got documents of how to use the actual Rail program language with the relational language. They've got documents on how to use that as well. So that's going to be the advantages of Chromia as well. First-class decentralized applications, unlimited scalability, and sustainable dApps and dApp updates as well. So it's going to be updates on the fly that you can do with your dApps. But that's it in a nutshell just now. The team consists of, and as I said, they've been going since 2012, but the team just now consists of Henrik Jelti, we've got Or Perelman and Alex Mizrahi just now. And as I said, they've been together since 2012 as a company for Chromaway and another company iteration before that as well. And they've got a product out in 2019 called Chromia. And this is what they're working on just now. And they're making quick strides toward that as well. Now you can see a lot of videos with Henrik and Oro Perelman and Alex Mizrahi as well on the YouTube. So just check them out. I do like the team. I think they've got a very strong foundational team there. Okay, this is the thing I love most about Chromia, is because of the partnerships they've got, and they're also a revenue generating company already because of the partnerships they've got already with Land Registry, and we'll go into that. So what I'm looking for now in a kind of hidden gem is somebody, a great team, obviously a great concept what they've got already. You might think they've got a lot of competition there. They have got a lot of competition, but they're doing something unique within the space as well. But also they've got products out there as well. Obviously they've got post-chain and they've got partnerships as well, which is something I love, and they're generating revenue. So let's have a look at some of the partnerships they've got. So they've got, this is an article on medium.com. Chromia is an actual revenue generating company, which is something I love, with more than 850,000 earned this year through a series of partnerships. One of which was IADB, which is the Inter-American Development Bank, and many are yet to be announced. So there are many public chains fighting for relevancy, but Chromia are unique in that they're building multiple large partnerships where their technology is being used in the real world. So some of them, Chromia partnership with 3 Chamber of Commerce in Colombia. So they're doing this with Land Registry in Colombia as well, but they're also doing it in Australia, they're also doing it in India as well as doing it in Sweden, the first government agency in Sweden to work on the blockchain for Land Registry documents as well. So they've got a lot of partnerships with regard to Land Registry, which is fantastic. Chromaway will also be participating as a selected finalist in US Air Force AFWERX demo event in Las Vegas in April of this year. And they will present how distributed applications built on Chromia can support multi-domain operations, that's MDOs, like disaster relief and military support operations. They've also got partnership with NGC. Now, if you don't know NGC, so NGC is one of the largest institutional players in crypto, having backed more than 40 blockchain projects with more than $400 million in crypto assets. So they've got money behind them as well. So NGC are strong believers in the long-term future for Chromia, and the partnership allows Chromia to leverage the extensive network and expertise of NGC. So it's not just about the money, the backing for Chromia, it's about the network that they're now in as well. And they've actually got Roger Lim, founding partner of NGC. He joins Chromia as an advisor as well. So that's really good advisorship to have on board there. Tech Mahindra is a large technology company in India, and they have exclusivity of Chromia's land registration tech usage in India. They've expressed interest in Chromia's operation and partnered to act as a sales channel for Chromia products. They've also partnered with Workingman Interactive, and they've got a separate company called Chromia Studios, or a separate branch of Chromia called Chromia Studios, specifically designed to build the games platform side of it up as well. And we'll speak about more of, I'm quite excited about that as well. Chromia Studios will work with Workingman Interactive to launch the first series of games, the first of which will be a fast-paced mining game. And Workingman Interactive are well connected, having worked with Disney, Atari, Marvel, NBC, Universal, Nickelodeon, Nintendo, and more. So it'll be interesting to see what comes from this partnership. And we can kind of see here what's coming from this partnership just now. So what they've done, what Chromia have done, they've actually acquired Antler Interactive, which is a gaming platform in Sweden. And the acquisition is the latest step in sustained strategy of investment in gaming. So over the past year, Chromaway team has been testing and refining game prototypes as part of the Chromia development process. And so 6 months ago, we invested in a collaboration with Workingman Interactive, And together with them, we have been building towards the release of our own original title, showcasing innovative blockchain game mechanics made possible with Chromia. Minds of Darlania will likely enter open release Q1 2020. This, I think, could be actually massive. Not just this game, but something else that they bring out as well. So if we think about the games of the 90s or the 80s, or the 90s really, 80s and 90s, and we think about these kind of games, and I'm going to show you a clip in a second about these kind of games and getting addicted to these kind of games and onboarding hundreds of thousands of new users into the cryptosphere, and they actually, with these games, they're actually earning cryptocurrency, i.e. Chromia, and you can turn that into US dollar, or you can turn it into money as well. So I'm just going to show you a clip just now of Minds of Darlania and how addictive this could possibly be and how big this could be for Chromia as well. So that is the Minds of Darlania, and that's going to be coming out hopefully by the end of March. And this is from Chromia Studios, which you can see on Twitter as well. And if you want to keep an update with them, look to them as well. So I think the gaming side of it is really interesting, and they're really looking towards the gaming side of it, because they say, or Chromia say, if you can build a game on the blockchain, which is really, can be really, really complicated, obviously. If you can build that on the blockchain, you'll be able to build any dApp on a blockchain, and this is why they're focusing so heavily on the game side of it. You might think it's just for kind of money and getting users on board as well. That is a kind of an added benefit, but it's really to test their skills on the dApp side of it. So is to write and program dApps using the kind of gaming system. You could build any type of dApp if you can build a dApp game, and this is why they're so heavily invested in the gaming side of it as well. They've also got Green Assets Wallet as a leading platform aiming to accelerate the market for green investments. It's under the leadership of Stockholm Green Digital Finance, with the 4IR Labs team responsible for the development and integration of Chromia blockchain. Also, they've got Land Materiet as well, which is Swedish land registry. We spoke about that earlier on as well. They've got the Stockholm Green Digital Finance as well. And there's lots of different partnerships coming up in the future as well. That's only some of them, and they're generating money as well. So it's really exciting just from that point of view as well. A lot of people don't know about it. I'm surprised I'm only just finding out about it just now as well. Okay, so let's go on to the economics of Chromia just now. Okay, so we've got a market capitalization of $3.3 million at the moment. We've got a Bitcoin price of 246 Satoshi just now. Now, we've got a circulating supply of 140 million here. That's not actually correct. So they've got the highlights of the new plan, 1.5 million CHR per month. There's going to be 18 million per year. That's promotion fund, token issuance, ecosystem fund token issuance, 4.5 million CHR per month, 54 million per year. And the node compensation is going to be about 9.6 million in 2020. And auto conversion contract token issuance is going to be about 2.4 million in 2020. So they're going to slow down the release of the token. So together these measures result in slower token release compared to the previous plan, September 2019. In particular, the old plan specified that up to 324 million CHR will be in circulation by the end of May 2020. So the new plan limits that number to about 225 million, which is 98 million lower. So that's by the end of 2020, 225 million. So that figure is not quite right, I don't think, at the moment. As I said, I believe the total supply is 1 billion. I'd need to get clarification on that. So just check that out as well. So all in all, I think is a really good project. I've showed you why it's a really good project, why I think with regards to partnerships, the team, everything that's going on, and more news probably coming out soon as well with Chromia Studios as well, and all the partnerships there. I just think this could be a really big play for 2020, but it's a relatively low risk one because of all the partnerships and because of the price of it just now. Obviously, you could set a stop loss here and just say, okay, I'm going to put $500 into this and possibly see the big gains coming in 2020. If not, you could put a stop loss in and lose a couple $100. So I think it's well worth it from that point of view. I think it could disrupt kind of gaming industry on blockchain, and I think it can do its own thing. So I think it can sit alongside the likes of Ethereum, EOS, and do its own thing on that as well, with likes of land registry and gaming and things like that as well. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with the mines of Delania as well. I think that'll be really interesting. Okay, that's it for just now. Hopefully that was interesting enough for you to do your own research and look at it. So I just really like this project. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. If you do enjoy these videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and like these videos as well. It really does help. If you have any questions, just put a comment down below this video as well. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Or if you've got a question about Chromia as well, we can get one of the team in and hopefully help you with any questions there as well. So thank you for watching this video, really appreciate it. If you want to donate some CHR tokens, as I said, I'm invested in CHR as well, or Chromia. You can give me some CHR tokens as well, and I'll give you the wallet address down below this video. So it'd be great to get some donations as well. But thank you for watching, really appreciate it. And until next time, namaste, take care, bye now.